Hi, Lindsay. This is Joe with Jag Digital Services. I just want to do a quick review so we can all be on the same page and the scope comes out like we were desiring. Okay, within the confines of the spend, because you can do anything you want. We're capable of custom websites, but that's a totally different cost. And I'll give you an example with the fidget game. But just want you to see, going back to the beginning, this was one that you said you were having trouble uploading to the Dropbox. Well, you only sent these two items, and we've used those two items. We don't have any other pictures, and this PDF was this cutoff of that shot. And something peculiar to look at. You see that the words "be that" that's one font, and "teacher" is totally another. So you actually got a blended font style on the website. And that's totally okay. If we can have that font family and this font family, we can make it throughout the website. Now, whether or not you customize that, paid for it, trademarked it, copyrighted it to you, those are all additional business expenses that are up to you. Now, two things there. If you're well funded on the front end, by all means, go ahead. Because if it takes off like the Shark Tank lady, you're going to want to have all the rights to everything. But if it doesn't, if you don't have all of the funding up front and you're building it, well, then, the way we're setting it up is appropriate. Okay. And then this was a good description. There's the color palettes, and we use that. Nate had access to this, so he should have been able to put these, written content in the website. And maybe on the flow and feel, we probably just need to make sure we're understanding what you're looking for. Okay. And then this was just that attachment open. Here's the Dropbox. I sweep the Dropbox because there's a file request, and I sweep it into your own file, and that's all that was there was the teacher. But on the email, that's all we had. So when you go to the website, there is the color palette. It does exist. We're using that font, the font of that style right there. Okay, that we just kind of at least use that for now. And then if you got the cursive one, great. We just need the font file with all of the attributes to it. Okay, so this was kind of cool. Now the menu wasn't attached. What we did is got this ready for underwriting. They want to see the cart. They want to see at least one product, and we stuck that in there for you. And then they're going to want to see, the privacy policy and that kind of stuff. But I saw your other email and you said it kind of bounces around. Well, this is not connected to any of the pieces yet. I just wanted you to see that we did that. I threw in some pictures to give it life so that when underwriting looked at it, it would feel like, oh, this is a teacher or student thing, right? Because they don't know, they're underwriting. We can make that shop and shop now into materials, right? The About Us, would go to your section of About Us, and there's the only real picture we have of you with your story. And then when you go to the blog, I think he actually turned it on. So yeah, you can. There's a way we're going to show you that you can load in new articles. Okay, but we had to stick some pictures in there, or they would have been blank. When you go back to like connect, none of that works yet. The About Us doesn't work. It doesn't go to where the content is already. So let's just go back home. And then we haven't optimized it for mobile use yet. That's like the last thing we do once everything's ready. But I went and bought these pictures in our Shutterstock, licensed them to your website for a year, just so there was something there. That is a teacher. She's standing over a child, but I wanted to highlight the teacher. Those are real students, and that was a real student shot. And so, but they were from Shutterstock, paid and licensed for your website. Okay. But anyway, this is what underwriting is going to look for, and you always want the About Us. You mentioned something about you didn't see the Amazon thing, but it's right here. It's just in another block as you scroll down. Now, the arrangements of these and the flow of these can be altered and changed. You typically want credibility. Who are you? There's the name and brand. What are you offering? And then what actually determines that you are qualified to provide it, right? And you have some of that information there. That's what Google will look for, okay? And the girl that you gave as an example, she went on the Shark Tank, and her website is a Shopify, and she's got the video from the TV clip, right? She's got these credentials. We can put this on there instead of as seen on TV. brands we serve, right? Or brands we're connected to, something of that nature, or uh, related brands, and we can put those for credibility on there. And you see, she's got a little bubble going on talking. But here was, this is data. That's blue. Her site is orange and a pale beige, and then there's a blue block, right? So, and that's Shopify. They have different styles. You see, this is white, green, and fades into a blue. So it makes it kind of fun, maybe a school or something like that, a school backboard. Keep in the loop. That's obviously, for like newsletter stuff, and then all of the typical, shipping and all that stuff. She has everything here too, but there's quite a bit more because she's a bigger operation. So don't be disillusioned, if you will, because look at the menus. Look how much she offers. There's a lot. Okay. And she doesn't even have the word materials. She has buy now, right? She, bulk orders. And so it makes me want to go look what's there. But the Shopify plans, you need to pay attention there. We do some Shopify work. It does not integrate with Bank of America. They're their own baby. So like this $299 is only $299 a month when you pay it by the year. That's typically how they do it. If you go by the month, it's $100 more a month. So that's $3,600 right there. That's just to use their merchant services and the shipping. You get a discount on their shipping, but they control the shipping too. They can do all that. I know that yours should be able to be digitally downloaded. I would recommend that's the best thing, unless you're going to build materials that they're going to want the packages to. Totally okay if that's what you're going to do. It just really depends on, am I fully funded for the kickoff or the start off, or am I going to graduate my way there? Okay, and if that's the case, her website build is more of a custom, Lynn. I mean, we get calls all the time to build out custom websites for Shopify, as well as many other big carriers like that. They have their own people listed. That's how we're a licensed provider for Bank of America. We are on a lot of the big systems, and we struck a relationship with them 5 years ago. So just gives you an idea. You see the copyright and all that. You have all of that, ma'am. That's all standard. We're fully aware of how that works, and you do have your legalese here. People can sign in and sign up, and that's what you want. They can go to their cart, and then the idea, the osmosis of running that online business. You want to keep after the people that have abandoned carts. That increases sales. So if you can keep your costs down and not have to ship materials and let them download, that's an easy way. So we still need to build the store part with product, but we just kind of stuck all this here so underwriting can go, oh, this cool. Everything that we're looking for is right here. Stylization we can modify, but if we're going to get into customization, that might be more cost because this is not at all the price that you paid. And this is just their merchant services and some of their other things are hosting. This doesn't even include a theme or a design build unless you just take a basic template, and it's not going to look like this one. So just so you have that information. Anyway, we appreciate you. Let's try to schedule a call where you and myself and Nate are on a call together and we get that vision down, and then we can fashion this thing more in line with what you're after and then leave those ends open that you'll grow into, right? Okay, thank you so much.